My name is Kim Thompson from Kimmy Cakes RVA, and I'm heavy on the black.
Single mom of one and New York transplant to Richmond, Virginia, Kim Thomas literally pounded her way through the pandemic. Yes, pun intended. Literally, she baked her way all the way through for her neighbors for free during the pandemic. With these homemade goods that soon became a fan favorite, she ultimately won the Virginia State Bakery. Like, come on, the fair 2 years in a row, 2021 and 2022. Learn how this lover of all things music and baking became the Blue Ribbon winner, and also hear about her unusual connection to Tupac's anthem for all moms, Dear Mama. Check out this episode. Hey, welcome back, guys. This is Heavy on the Black, where we have convos for the culture. Today, we're chatting with the disruptor of the baking industry, especially around the Virginia area, Kim Thompson of Kimmy Cakes RVA. How you doing, girl? What's going on?
I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. Thank you for having me on your show this morning. I greatly appreciate you and what you're doing for the community. Thank you.
Oh, thank you so much. It's a pleasure to have you on. I'm really excited about all that you have going on. We're going to talk ribbons, we're going to talk family, we're going to talk a whole lot of stuff. So I just want to start off with like, what is a day for you? Like, what types of hats do you wear? I know you're a mom. You want to talk a little bit about that? Like, just in general, who is Kim behind the baking? Like, who are you?
So, Kim is a single mom to a 6-year-old son who is very energetic and full of personality. So, I'm also an instructor. I teach dance, cheerleading, and sports. I go around to different schools in the Richmond city area, and I teach toddlers to school age kids pretty much every day, in addition to me wearing the hat as my business owner of Kimmy Cakes RVA Baking. So I pretty much work 7 days a week. I'm always on. I'm always on.
And girl, like that's the easy way to say it because you know how it is. It's like mom is first and always, and especially as a single mom, congratulations and thanks for all that you do because I know it takes a lot to raise any child, especially one at that age, while starting a business, running a business, and also being an employed person. That's a lot, and especially in the creative space. Yeah.
Yes.
So let's talk a little bit about that, right? So, I've known you for years, and I just want people to get to know
Yeah.
you and just sharing like our journey from I don't even know how like pretty much since me, how I would say
Elementary
to a what?
school, yeah. Elementary school age.
Elementary
Like we've
school,
known each
yeah.
other for a very long time. Kindergarten, pre-K.
I know, like forever, right? And there's very few people I
Yes.
can say that about. But one of the things that I definitely want to acknowledge is that you're not here because we're childhood friends and even considered like family. You're not here because of that. You're here because you're an entrepreneur who is really doing some amazing things. And I want you to know that up front. So as people get to know you through this opportunity, I just kind of want to talk a little bit about your journey, like how you left New York and you found yourself in Virginia and started this amazing business. Like, how did you come to start Kimmy Cakes?
So in 2016, my son was born. I've always been pretty much a person that loved to be in the kitchen. I love my love language is just giving. I love to please. I love to put smiles on people's face. And that's pretty much through food. I just love to cook. So I've always was baking when I was younger with my grandmother in the kitchen with my mother. So fast forward to around 2015, I used to always just bake cupcakes and whatnot in New York and Brooklyn in my home. So I would do infused cupcakes and non-infused, and I used to sell those. And then once I had my son in 2016, pretty much everything slowed down. I pretty much lost my identity because I became a mom. So everything was all about my son. So I put my baking on the back burner. And then once he turned 1, I decided to make him a birthday cake. So I made him a sculpted Mickey Mouse cake out of fondant, which was like my first time really tackling fondant, never really worked with fondant, but I said, hey, he was in love with Mickey Mouse Clubhouse. So I just decided to do a Mickey Mouse Clubhouse themed cake just to provide something for my son as his gift on his first birthday. And that's how I pretty much started back baking again. And then when I moved back to Virginia, because I used to attend high school and I attended college, VCU, Rams, and I
Okay, I hear the
left in
props in there.
'04, and then yes, and then relocated back to Virginia in 2019 of like September. So during that time, I just relocated back to Virginia. I brought my son with me, and I was here with my parents. And then the pandemic came. So when the pandemic hit, I just was in the kitchen as well, just always cooking and baking. And something just told me, like, just make something for all the mothers that you know that lives in the neighborhood. So I just created like little mini cheesecakes, little mini cakes, and just boxed them up. And I just went around to the different homes in the neighborhood and I delivered cakes because during that time, everything was shut down and people were scared to pretty much leave. There were some establishments open, but not many. So I just figured I just bring joy to the women in my neighborhood and just showing my appreciation and just love for them. And it was
Wow.
something that they enjoyed, they loved, and that's what pretty much really jump started me creating Kimmy Kakes RVA. So at the end of 2020, I went and I just got my LLC, and then from then on, I just been just
Popping ever
moving,
since.
moving,
Wow.
just moving.
You know, there were a couple of things that you said that kind of like lit a little light in my mind. The first thing is that you said when you had your child, your son, you lost yourself, right? That you
Yeah.
lost yourself, but during the process of wanting to give him something during his first birthday, like you had this thought, like, I want to show him from my love language, even though it may have been settled for a while. So that was your first introduction, right? And then, and I say this all the time, COVID certainly had its impacts on the lives of all of us, not even just the United States, across the world.
Definitely.
But it has also benefited so many people. There are tons of people who I speak to, and they always say, well, and then the pandemic happened, right? And then they go on and have like this amazing testimony about something that they've done, they created, they revisited. And I feel like your story echoes that so well. But what I love most about that is you thought about how can I serve someone else? And with no financial tie, no request or anything, it's like, let me give from my heart. And
Yeah.
I love that about your story, the fact that you gave from your heart. And God said, I'm going to mix this thing up. And you think you're just doing something from your heart, which is beautiful. And I think that's a lot of times how he challenges us. He gives us more when he sees that we're willing to give what he's given us.
Yes.
But you turn that thing around and he has you like, you out here doing the most in the best way.
Yes, I am. No, I am. It's just a blessing, to actually do something that I love, I enjoy, besides dancing, because dancing was always my first love because I've been dancing ever since I was 3, professionally attending dance studios. And then when I was in college, I was on a dance team. After that, I was on a competing hip hop team in Richmond. And then when I went back home to New York, I attended NYU. I used to work at NYU in student affairs, but I also attended the Steinhardt School of Education for dance. So I received my master's in dance education. So I've always just like dance has been my love, but also the kitchen, cooking. So that just brings me joy. So now that I'm able to actually do both now, it's just I just feel like I'm complete, actually. So it's just a blessing what I've been able to accomplish, these past couple of years with my business, because I've gain a lot of notoriety from different people in the industry, entertainment industry, and then different opportunities have arisen for me that I would have never known that my name was actually being spoke of in rooms. I had just no clue. So it's just, I always tell people, I never really was one big on manifestation. I never really thought about that in the vision boards. And last year, March, I created a vision board. And it just seems like things started happening from that vision board that I created in March. So I was gung-ho and adamant, like, no, I need to create a vision board before January 2023 hits. Like, I need to. So that very 2 weeks before January 1st came, I created my vision board, my best friend and I, And right before February even hit of 2023, pretty much half of my vision board has already like came into fruition. I've seen things and I'm just like so blessed and just grateful and just overwhelmed. And I'm just really excited that things that you never could imagine that you could just think about and just want, you just write it down or just have pictures, whatever, it actually happens. But it happens because I've been working for it. Nothing has been given to me. People see my potential and what my greatness because of, they see the work that I put in. So because of that, that's why I've been provided with all these wonderful opportunities.
And I love that. And it's funny because I can relate to what you're saying. We didn't grow up knowing about vision boards, like I said, two girls from Queens, not really exposed to, certain things, not that we weren't exposed to a lot, but just certain things. And more, over the years, that's become like a big thing, vision boards and manifestation and things like that. And it's so funny you said that, but when we think about it in a biblical space, right? It said people that don't have vision will perish, right? So when you have this vision, whether you write it down, like you said, or you put pictures together or whatever it is that you do, now you have this constant reminder of a goal that you set for yourself. And so you have this ability to be focused, laser focused on these couple sets of goals, whether it's personal, professional, whatever, and you can really like hone in on it. And I feel like God has this opportunity because you're working in such a concentrated manner to be able to bring it onto yourself. And so, girl, I'm glad you did that vision board because you're showing up. And look, and this is what I want to get into next. So 2020, I have it written down, 21, not just 2021, 2022, we're clocking some ribbons. Talk about these awards that you have been winning in Virginia, at the Virginia State Fair. Like, I want to know more about this because clearly the cakesabomb.com.
Thank you. So I never would have thought I'd be entering a Virginia State Fair because in New York, we have the New York State Fair, but that's like upstate somewhere. And I've never attended the New York State Fair. So it just so happened that social media is like a blessing. So I feel like you can just learn so much. You keep tabs of all your friends and family of what's going on, even if you haven't talked to them in years, you still know what's going on through social media. So one of my friends that I used to attend high school with, she would intern to the Virginia State Fair, her desserts. And I was like, oh, that's dope. That's dope. She's winning. And me being in New York, just never thought I would even have the chance because again, I was living in New York. And then when I moved to Virginia, I attended the State Fair 2019. Didn't even think about entering. And then 2020 happened, the fair, pandemic, everything was shut down. And then 2021, something just said, just go ahead and enter. Just enter your pound cake because it's a pound cake that's my grandmother's recipe that only 4 family members have. And all 4 of us makes the cake completely different. It comes out different. We use like pretty much the same ingredients, but it comes out completely different. And everybody says that my cake comes out.
Isn't that something?
So I think it's like so weird. Even my aunt that makes the cake, that has the recipe, she said, your cake comes out so different from everybody else's. Not sure what it is, but I mean, to make is love, but I think it's just a science to it too. Like I'm always calculating everything. So just to make sure it comes out perfectly. But just to go back to the entering into the state fair. So I entered 2021, was nervous as I don't know what. Didn't hear back from them. Didn't hear anything. And then this was September that I entered. And then October, no, it wasn't November. Maybe like 3 weeks. It was, I can't remember. It was a good month or so. Maybe went by.
What's the process like? Is it in person? I guess I always thought it was in person. It's not in person.
No, what you do is you go to the fairgrounds and you drop off your desserts in this big building and that's it. They tag them, you leave. And then around noon, the judges go around, they judge, and that's it. So you don't know if you won or not until you receive, like, I guess they're supposed to notify you and let you know that you won and you're supposed to come pick up your ribbons. I had no clue. So I said, oh, well, I lost. My cake wasn't good. Oh, well, somebody beat me. It's fine. There's always going to be somebody's product or something out there that you feel is definitely better than yours. So I said, well, I lost. And then all of a sudden I get the USPS notification that tell you what kind of mail is coming to your house. They scan on your
Mhm.
mail so you get the email. So I saw something from the state fair and I said, oh, they're just sending me a letter just saying like, thank you for participating. Didn't think anything of it. When I opened it up, I saw this blue ribbon and I just started jumping up and down and just like screaming. And my
Yes.
son at the time, he was sitting at the dining room table. He was like, Mommy, what's wrong? Why are you crying? Like, what's wrong? What's wrong? So I was just like so excited. I ran over to my mother side of the house and just showed her, and I'm jumping up and I'm crying, and my brother happened to be over at the time, and they're, why are you crying? I'm like, this just holding up the ribbon like this. And they're like, what? Because I didn't tell anybody that I entered.
Mhm.
Nobody knew that I
Wow.
entered into this contest, because I'm just, when I'm very hard on myself and I'm very competitive, and
Mhm.
I just didn't want to let anybody know, just in case I lost. I didn't want anybody to be like, oh, well, next time. I don't want anybody to feel sorry for me. So I just rather, if I lost, I just deal with it by myself in silence.
Wow.
So I won. And then that made me, really say, Kim, you have something. You have
Hmm.
something, like stop doubting yourself. Like stop, like really stop doubting yourself.
Yes.
You have a great product. You won. You beat everybody in all of Virginia that comes in, grandmas, great grandmas, like you beat them. So that just really boosted my self-esteem. I felt like it just made me be like, okay, Kim, you got this. Like, you got this. So
Clearly.
then fast forward to 2022. Of course, everybody's like, you have to re-enter to, make sure you claim your title. So I entered like 6 other desserts or something. I really can't remember how many, but I
So you
ended
can
up
give as
winning
many
first
desserts
place.
as you like. You can submit
Yes,
as many
it's
as you
different categories. Yes, it's
want.
different. It's
Okay.
so many different categories. So I entered the pound cake. I won first place for 2022. I entered cupcakes. I won first place, blue ribbon for my cupcakes. I won second place for my sweet potato cheesecake. Well, sweet potato cheese pie, because it was a cheese pie category. So I won second place. I won second place for my peach cobbler pound cake, which was the fruit division, like the fruit division, fruit
Yes.
of vegetable cake division. So I won second place for that. And then I won third place for my strawberry crunch cake, which is the miscellaneous category. So I won third place
You got
for
me
that.
salivating over
So,
here.
so I took
All
home
these times
5
I'm
ribbons.
like, woo. How long? I'm
Yes,
like, how long does it take to get to Virginia again?
yes. No, I did. I entered 6 things item because I entered some banana muffins, and clearly like they
Mm.
didn't. I felt like my bananas wasn't ripe enough. So I kind of wasn't really pleased with them, but it's all right. I'll take 5 out of 6. I'm good.
Mm. Oh my gosh. You know what? It's so funny because, I'm reeling off of, okay, she got first place for a pound cake 2 years in a row. But to say literally you did 6 things and 5 of the 6 are like first or second place. That's crazy. And then also the thing that really settled with me was, or that struck me was that you don't even have an opportunity, like you're from New York. Like if you can talk, like we can all say what we gotta say, but there's no words. There's literally,
It's just, yeah,
and you
they
walk
don't
away.
know who's,
They
yeah,
don't
they
know
have no
who's
clue
who.
because you have to lift up the name like on this tab. So they don't know, they have no clue like
Who you
who's
are.
submitting what
That
until
says a lot.
afterwards. So
That says a lot.
it's,
That says a lot. And I
yeah.
want you to know that clearly, I mean, but I just want to reiterate, underpin, whatever. Like, clearly, you have something that's very, very special. And it's so funny just like listening to the story because anybody, like I said, you just be so encouraged to think, like, wow, you just dropped this up. And not just 1 year, 2 years, and bigger and better than you did before, But there's a slogan that you use, and it says, more than just cakes. So when you think about it, like, how do you promote? Are you mostly talking about, is it one thing that's like your signature item that everybody always wants from you? Or is it like, just whatever it is you want, I got you?
I think just whatever it is, just come, I got you, because I'm an inclusive baker, and that's what I pride myself on being, because working at NYU and student affairs, you have different students and staff that have allergies and whatnot. So you have to be inclusive. So you had your vegans, you had your gluten-free. So because of that, that's what made me pretty much decide that I wanted to be an inclusive baker, because there are not a lot of bakers here or bakeries in Virginia that offer vegan, gluten-free, and then the fact that it tastes good. Like a lot of vegans that I know are like, oh, I've had this, but I didn't like how it tastes. Like I have so many people that are non-vegan that love my cake jar called Quiet Storm. It's chocolate vegan cake and a chocolate
That sounds
vegan
sexy,
buttercream.
girl.
Yes, and Quiet Storm is like, all of my desserts are named after songs, because music, to me, I think music and food coincide. You know, the T-bone steak, cheese, eggs,
Yes.
and Welch's grape. It's just like hip
Oh,
hop,
I
just
know you
music.
got Biggie. I know you got a couple Biggie cakes. I
Music,
know
yes, music and food for me is just like just everything, and I feel like they're parallel. Like my desserts are named after songs. Like I said, the vegan one is Quiet Storm because it's just quiet. Like it just start to build up, and it's just like, dang, the flavors in your mouth and you can't believe that it's vegan. And then the pound cake that won, it's actually called Dear Mama because it's my grandmother's recipe. And Dear Mama, the Tupac song, my oldest brother, he actually produced the song Dear Mama by Tupac. So he was in the studio with Tupac. I remember him coming home, having his keyboard, like doing the music, and never had no idea what he was doing. And then he literally was in the studio with Tupac. He produced that. That's his whole arrangement. He created that. So I'm paying homage to, my grandmother. In addition, it's dope because my brother actually produced the song Dear Mama.
So lit. Like, first of all, I'm glad that this is all here on Heavy on the Black Convos for the Culture, because everybody knows.
Everybody knows that song, Dear Mama.
Everybody knows that song.
That's the Mother's Day song.
That's like a classic hip hop slash,
It's almost like Amazing Grace. It's almost like the Amazing Grace at church.
For the hood, right? Exactly. For the culture, like everybody knows that. Even if you're not into the East Coast, West Coast thing, like everybody loves that song, right? That is so interesting. I love that. Wow. So, and I'm even really excited about the correlation that you've drawn between the music and the food. Like that's very unique. It's a very niche thing. I love that.
Yes, because everybody loves music. People a lot, especially our culture. We know some music and songs. So even if people don't remember the names, they do remember the names of my cake because I've been a lot. And I have like some cakes called Crush on You. They know that that's the Oreo. I want that Crush on You, Or the peach cobbler is peaches and cream because 112 is like one of my favorite R&B groups. Then I have Brooklyn's Finest, paying homage to Biggie and Jay because I used to live in Brooklyn and whatnot. So Butter Crunch.
Which one is that?
That's the one with the Butter Crunch cookies on top. So I use the Linden's Butter Crunch cookies. Like I use the official Linden's Butter Crunch cookie that we grew up on. So, like,
oh my goodness. I got to check my schedule. I just need to come. But, let's talk about that a little bit because, I'm playing around. Like, how can I get to you? But I know that through your company, you're based in Virginia, but you're able to go nationwide.
Yes.
How did you grow into, doing this and getting started and getting LLC, kind of being local and then expand into a place where people all across the nation can order Kimmy's cakes?
So it started because family and friends in New York pretty much wanted to taste this blue ribbon cake. They was like, how come we can't have it? We're here. How can we get our hands on it? So I did like a little test ship to my brother in Long Island, and it worked out. The cake was still fresh. It didn't get damaged. So because of the test runs I did, I'm like, okay, I can make this work. Like I can expand. I can do this. So I was scared at first, but sometimes you got to jump. You just got to take that leap and just do it. So I did it and it worked out. So then I launched my website at the end of 2021, like November 2021 is when I launched. And ever since then, like people have been receiving desserts to California, Texas, Hawaii, just all up and down.
Listen, one is about to come to Maryland. I'm just telling you now. I've been talking, but I'm slowing down this week, and one is coming to Maryland to me because I need the blue ribbon cake 21 and 22. You know what I'm saying? I
Yes,
need to
yes.
try this out. I am
Look,
so proud of all you are doing.
thank you, thank you, thank you. I've never thought this would be my career path and my trajectory in life. Never thought, but we all have plans, but sometimes God have bigger plans and something different than
That
what we have. So I'm just going with the flow, taking, life just one day at a time, which all I can do, and just enjoying the roller coaster. Just enjoying the roller, because it definitely is a roller coaster being a solopreneur, because I do everything by myself. Everything. I do everything by myself. So some areas might lack. I have to handle social media. I'm not a great social media person. I'll admit to that. But I handle everything. I wear all hats of my
Well, look at
business.
this though. But so you're talking about social media, but let's talk about just even last week. So you were
Oh, yeah.
spotlighted, right, with Moulin Rouge, and let's talk a little bit about how that connection happened and how you took over their social media, because what, 100,000+ followers, and you were in control. Talk about that experience.
So, like I said, you don't realize your name is being spoken in rooms that you have no idea. So there was an old coworker of mine that used to work at NYU with me, and we were friends. I left NYU first, and she left after me, but we never really kept in contact with each other. But I guess my impact that I had on her life while working in student affairs with me, because she was younger than I, and I took her under my wing and just helped her, guide her whenever she needed something. I was there. I never asked her for anything. I was just always there. I can tell she was a young lady that just needed some guidance, and I've been in her shoes before. So I know how it is. And when you see yourself do somebody else, you want to make sure that you're there for them, because I didn't have anybody to help me during the time when I was going through things. So I wanted to be that person for her. So you just never realize the impact you have on people. And she actually is the director of inclusion and equity at Moulin Rouge. It's the first diversity position ever on Broadway. So she's not positioned, and clearly she brought my name up to them and said, hey, I just this company. She didn't tell them that, she knew me at first, but then after a while, we end up letting them know that, and they was like, that's fine, no issue, because they loved what I was doing and whatnot. And what I brought, and being that it's February, Black History Month, they were like, yes, we want to spotlight, her business, because they used to do spotlights on Saturdays a long time ago, like spotlight businesses, but then they stopped. So it's been a while since they brought it back, and I'm their first actual whole month spotlight feature of a business being featured. So, because of the relationship I had with her, and just, it always say the way you treat people, it just goes a long way. You never know.
Absolutely.
I left NYU in 2019. It is 2023. I have not laid eyes on her since maybe 2019, I want to say. So it's just, so yeah, so I just feel like
that's that grace and
relationship,
that favor,
just that long lasting impact that you have on people. So it's always, you never know, you always be nice to people. You just never say hi, smile, because you never know where that can take you. And it took me here to taking over Moulin Rouge, the musical's Instagram, IG story. So last Saturday, I just took over their stories for the whole day. I got to post whatever it is I wanted to post, just letting people know who I am, who Kim Thompson is, and what Kimmy Cakes is all about. So it was cool. And we did a Valentine's Day giveaway. So I created 2 theme cakes for Moulin Rouge, special theme cakes, and they raffled off the red velvet, which is Lady Marmalade, which I will be adding onto my menu.
yes,
Just a red velvet. And then they have like a sparkling diamond song that they do, like diamonds are a girl's best friend. So I designed another cake, which is a blue velvet. So just sneak peek, like they're supposed to be raffling that off too. I'm not sure when, so y'all got the insights. Scoop, I'm not sure when they're gonna do that. So they'll be doing that. So it was four raffles in total, 2 red velvet, and it's gonna be 2 blue velvet. So that's pretty much what I did. And I had to make cakes and cake jars for both companies. They have the Broadway company and then they have a touring company. And right now their touring company is in Texas. So they go all over the nation to bring Moulin Rouge, the musical, to different cities so they can experience Broadway. So I just did shipments this week on Tuesday and Wednesday. I had like 120 cake slices and 60 jars that I had to do, and I had to ship them to both locations.
Wow.
So yes, so I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm a little tired.
You know
tired.
what? I get the tired, but baby, something is telling me that this is just the beginning. And the same way you felt like your name was being called in rooms that you had not yet entered, imagine now, like think about Kimmy Cakes going, you said 60 of this and 120 of that. Those are little micro marketing things that are going to, at some point, somebody's going to say, well, I want more of that. Where can I get that? Boop, right online. You can get it right here. That is so amazing. Look, I'm going back to our conversation earlier. I think that whatever you put on your vision board for 2023, and I have not seen it, this is the first time, it might not be big enough. Whatever you put on, it might not be big enough.
It might not, but I'll take the small things that is happening. Like you said, like the little mini things, like micro marketing, because so far, some of the company members have tagged me because they received all the desserts yesterday. So they've tagged me in their stories, and they have a lot of followers, like maybe 50,000 or 7,000, like more than what I have. So it's reaching, they have that blue check. They're verified with that blue check. So they have a blue check next to their name. Blue check me, boo. Blue check me, boo. So they're verified. So their, followers get a chance to see Kimmy Cakes, and it'll hopefully just lead them to my page, to my profile, just to see what's going on. If they buy something, great. But I just want people to just go to my page to just see who I am and just see what I offer.
Wow.
So yeah.
Well, listen, I'm very much impressed. And like I said, yes, I've known you for many, many years, but as a business owner, as a mother, as an entrepreneur / solopreneur, I truly have been the knee, because you are doing some amazing things, and just your nature. Yeah, your nature is very much giving, philanthropic. Like you just have this huge heart. And I know that for all that you've given, that God's going to bless you exponentially more. Thank you
so much. I don't never expect anything in return. I'm just a giver at heart. It's just my nature, just to give. I don't know. I'm an Aquarius. I just like to think that I don't know. I just love.
I know, and just had a birthday recently.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I did. Just had a birthday. Yeah. So that's even, amazing that this month of February, just all the different things that have happened with Moulin Rouge. Is Black History. It's my birthday month. So I feel like this is just a huge gift that was given to me, and I'm forever grateful and appreciative of all the blessings that have been bestowed upon me thus far.
That is so beautiful, and I'm grateful that you allowed us to share a little piece of that journey here. Listen, I want you to, we're going to share, obviously your website and all of that, but just share what you have coming up. What's next for Kimmy Cakes RVA? I feel like you're gonna have to start getting ready with some staff, girl, because I think it's gonna start raining around here.
Girl, look, speaking
blue ribbons, whatever kind of ribbons they have. Listen, blue ribbons, they're gonna be all behind you. Like, that was my 10th one of those blues. I'm moving on to Tennessee and California State. I'm out there.
You're a mess.
That's how I do.
Well, I don't know, like, what's next. To be honest with you, I really don't know. I'm taking everything one day at a time, really, because it's just me. I guess hopefully me doing this partnership with Moulin Rouge, the musical, other Broadway theaters, probably could have seen it and may want to go ahead and do business, with me and do something like that. I mean, that'll be awesome. I mean, just right now, I'm just trying to continue to get my product, my name out there. I have vending events coming up. There's going to be one in March. in Richmond that I've pretty much been doing every month with the Love Movement, RVA. So that's in March, like at the end of March, March 26th, I believe. So we'll be doing that. And then pretty much just vending events and shipping my cakes, doing custom orders, because I do take custom orders, custom
Okay.
cakes, birthday cakes, and anything custom. So cheesecakes, anything that customers just want, I pretty much provide. Like, I'm your girl, I'm your go-to. So just whatever comes my way. But right now, I'm just literally just enjoying the moment of what's happening right now. And just, yeah, like I really don't know what's
That's okay.
next. That's the next big thing. I don't know. Like, it's just, I'm just enjoying, like I said, the moment, the little things that's happening and that I'm already presented with, and just doing my regular job of baking cakes and shipping them out to people everywhere. So that's it. I don't know what's next. Hopefully it'll be something big, great. But if not, what is meant for me will be.
It will be. It
That's
will
how I
be.
that's how I look
Yep.
at it.
You beat
So
me to the punch. No, it will be. And but you know what you said, I'm not sure if you realize just how profound what you said is, and that I'm enjoying this moment. A lot of times I ask that question, not even just on podcasts, just in general, like, hey, well, what's next for you? What do you have going on? And we have like 15 things going on. Even if you ask me, I may say like, oh, this. But what I love about your answer is that you're taking the time to really enjoy the journey. And I feel like as entrepreneurs, we don't pause long enough. Truthfully, we don't pause long
yeah,
enough to really enjoy the journey. And so let's take a page out of your book and enjoy the journey. And yeah, seriously, because that's what we're doing it for. Most people who are pursuing their passions, they're not, I mean, yes, we want to be financially stable. We want to have all these, things that we like and enjoy. But at the end of the day, to be able to do the thing that you love to do on a regular
yeah,
basis, and it satisfies you, it gives you an opportunity, like you said, to pay homage to grandma, brother, family, friends, all of those and the things that you love. That is something that some people never achieve in their life. And you're
yes.
doing that. And I love the fact that you're savoring that moment or these moments. So we just have to stay tuned to see what you
Yes,
have coming up next. Just look,
yes,
as
stay
you will be
tuned.
too, right?
Yeah, stay tuned. I don't know, but I'm pretty sure it'll just continue to elevate from what has happened thus far. And I'm just ready to go for the ride. Like I say, it's a roller coaster. It's a ride. You don't know.
That part's true. Especially so entrepreneurs like, up, down, wait, like,
Yeah,
and
like
what
you don't know.
made
Somebody be
you
like,
like,
do this. And you be like,
can I
oh,
do this? Can I just do this? Can I just close? And it's like, nah, like something great will happen. You'd be like, and then something else, you'd be like, I don't want an adult today. And then the next day it's like,
yeah,
oh, what was I talking about? This is everything. So,
yes,
oh
yes,
wow. No,
definitely.
totally. I have learned so much about you today. And like I said, even though I've known you for so many years, I feel like the evolution and the maturation that you've undergone is very noteworthy. And I think that you should be very proud of everything that you've accomplished. And I truly know that Jabari is your son, that he is looking at mom like, I can do anything, I can take over the world, because you are
Yeah.
really stepping full force into your gifting. So thank you for sharing your gift with the world.
Thank you. Just really quick to touch on that, what you said about my son. Like, it's funny because he'll see me do something and he's like, "Oh, mommy, you pulling the chair out so you can go sit and decorate cakes. Oh, is that for a customer? You got to make a delivery. Oh, is that for a customer?" Like, he's watching, and I'm telling him like everything that I do, literally, I'm doing it for you. So
Mm.
I'm working hard and I'm doing this because I want him to have something, that generational wealth. I just, not even that, if he wants to take over the business when he gets older, if the business definitely flourishes and turns into something huge, I want him to say, like, my mommy did that. Like, I was there. I've seen her make
Mm-hmm.
this cake. I've seen her work hard. Like, I've seen my mother do everything by herself. So
Yeah.
it's good that he's around and he gets to see, his mother working on something that she really enjoys and that he also enjoys too, and enjoys eating all of the desserts that
I
comes
bet
out of
he
the
does. He
oven.
got a front
It's
row seat
special,
to the whole thing.
it's special requests, like at the drop of it, mommy, I want cake. Can you make me cookies? I'm like,
Oh
what?
wow. Right.
So, yeah, so he's definitely, I'm doing everything for him and working hard for my baby. So
I love that. And those are the lessons, like you said, that you don't even have to teach. They just come because proximity of
yeah,
seeing mom sacrifice, mom, make these connections, mom be celebrated,
yeah,
mom have a down day, but she still gets up, she's resilient. Like these are the things that you don't have to teach him because he's seeing it firsthand. And that's really special. There's no education that could replace that.
no, definitely not. Definitely not. So,
Well, we're gonna have to have
yes.
you back at some point. And I just, want to
Okay.
congratulate you again. I'm looking for some my blue ribbon cake too. So when I get off here, I gotta get busy.
Yes, thank
Oh,
you for having me. Thank you so
oh
much.
my gosh, thank you for being so amazing. And we will see you again soon. Those of you who are watching, this has been an opportunity to share with Kimmy Kakes RVA. We are going to drop all her information below so that you guys can order. Please be sure to support, follow her, share this information with other people, even if you're not, someone who takes cakes and interested in all that, but vegan, special dietary needs. She accommodates all. So please be sure to support this Black-owned business, staying heavy on the Black, where we are having these convos for the conversation, for the culture. Lord have mercy, get myself all wrapped up. I'm thinking about Dear Mama in my head. Like I'm trying to think about what my order's gonna be. But no, Kim, it
Okay.
really has been truly a pleasure, and I'm just so grateful that you spent some time
Thank
with us today. Absolutely.
thank
All
you.
right,
Thanks
guys.
again for having me.
Oh, absolutely. My pleasure. The honor is truly mine. So, all right, guys, until next time, this has been Heavy on the Black Convos for the Culture. See you soon. Hey, y'all, what's going on? Just popping on real quick because maybe, was it like a week or so ago? I was talking to the owner of Kimmy Kakes. Kimmy Kakes is an award-winning brand from Kim Thompson out of Virginia, and she has won the Virginia State Fair like for her baking goods for 2 years in a row. And I'm talking about first place, blue ribbon. So I went ahead and I ordered the cake and it just got here. So let me show y'all how this thing arrived. Well, kind of how it arrived. I already unboxed it, but look. So I don't know how she got this here. I ain't going to show y'all my address and everything, but came with all of this stuff, packaged well, right? Bam. Blue ribbon. What does this say? Virginia State Fair winner. Hold on, can I get it? Virginia State Fair winner, Dear Mama pound cake. So yeah, I'm like, cannot wait. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. So if you're not familiar, don't remember the live that we did after the podcast, she talked about how she really married her love of like music and dance with her love of baking. And so she named this particular cake Dear Mama after, the song with Tupac. But it has special meaning for her because her brother actually produced the song for Tupac, like real life. So anyway, I ordered the cake. I was going to have a slice and let y'all know what it is. Let me see if I can get her on here real quick. I don't know if I can, but let's just see. I'm going to put it out here. Kimmy Kakes. Again, this is the Dear Mama Tupac cake. That's what I'm going to call it. That she created, and it's the award-winning one for the last 2 years. So let's go back to cake. Dang, how much is this? I do not even have my my phone stand, but I'm gonna break into this sucker anyway. I need to tag her. Can I tag her? Yeah, be patient with me. I'm trying to oh gosh. Trying to see if I can get her on. I don't know, because she is training for a 10K. So she might be about that life right now. Let's just see, because I want to see the moistness. I want to see everything. Oh gosh, I'm gonna have to use this knife. Don't judge me. I'm trying to work with one hand, y'all. Dang. Let me see if I can. I don't know what I can do with this phone. Let me see. right, here we go. Here we go. I just want to get a little taste in. And she wrapped this sucker good because, all right. Try not to be ignorant. Oh, she just messaged me. Oh, right. So she may be on. Hello, hello. I am trying out, let's see you on new, the blue ribbon cake. Oh, she said she's going to go. So let's see how long it takes her to come on. Lord have mercy. Trying to get in here. She wrapped it so well. It looks so good. Oh my gosh. Oh, y'all, the top just feels so nice and moist. And let me tell you, like, this thing ships so quick. Okay, here we go. Let me see. I don't know if you need a request or I need to invite you or what, but I'm going to try it again. Let me see if you can get on. Hey, cuz, I see you. What's going on? What's up, y'all? Happy Friday.
I
If
don't
you
know.
are on what I'm trying to do. Oh, here she
Can you
is.
hear me? Oh, yeah.
Hey.
Sorry it's
Oh,
so
I can hear
dark.
you
I'm like
today, girl. We
so
don't got no issues.
in my recliner. If anybody caught my live on the Moulin Rouge Broadway page. Can you see? Oh my
You gotta
gosh.
get. I need some.
Oh,
I gotta see your face. I need some more light.
hold on.
It's so dark. Look at this cake, y'all. First of all,
In
yeah,
my
because I
little
see people are joining, so I just want to say,
pill
hey, what's
spot.
up? What's up?
Okay, no, because
Y'all, this cake is.
like I
Oh,
was
there you go.
telling
Yeah, I can see
everybody
it
on my
good.
Moulin Rouge when I did the Moulin Rouge takeover Broadway page. Whenever I'm not baking or if I have a cake in the oven, I'm literally sitting in my recliner, just taking a breather, just like this is my
And there you are.
space. So this is my little.
So y'all can give me a little bit of grace. Yeah, while I'm trying to open up this cake. Oh my gosh. Because I'm trying to.
Sorry, I'm
balance with
so
one
not
hand and
like,
look with the
I'm
other
just literally
hand
chilling,
and all
y'all.
that.
So excuse
Y'all.
my appearance because I was not expecting to be on nobody's internet.
Like, let me see if I can get you on here because this cake arrived today and we were talking about it and I was just letting everybody know like the significance of the name Dear Mama and how you married your love for music and dance and all of that stuff with your love for baking. And so when the cake came, I was like, oh, it's time
Did you see
to
the sticker
go hard. I told you
on
I was
top of the
getting one
box?
and I meant that. So I showed the whole thing, but I'm gonna show it again because there's some other people on here. Hey y'all, hey, happy Friday. So real quick, with the owner, founder, master pastry chef, Kim Thompson of Kimmy Kakes, but I want to show you, hold on. So this is her award-winning Virginia State Fair for the last 2 years, Dear Mama Pound Cake, okay? This joint is so dope. It's like, just got to me today. It was in all of that good stuff over there. But it came so, I mean, listen, y'all, nothing was out of place because I ain't gonna lie. I was like, you about to put that in the mail? All right, girl. We gonna see how it happens for us, but
they come safe.
I can attest that this joint is hitting. Yes. Okay. Let's see if I can. Okay, let's see how this joint cuts. Let's see how it cuts. Because I ain't gonna hold y'all back and be like, nah, she just saying that. Ooh, wow, y'all. Check it. Oh, did y'all see that cut through there like butter, baby? All right, all right.
Yeah. That's a nice piece.
Come on, I'm here for this. Oh no, y'all can't
that was
have
that
y'all remember that commercial?
at nighttime
no,
when the
my
slow
sister,
jams
you gotta
come on.
Oh, that music joint, yeah. Yep, y'all already know, but I'm just look. I'm putting in perspective. Look at this, moist. Yes, award winning. I'm here for it. All right. Okay.
I forgot
all right.
she
Y'all want to see
had
me
the
eat some cake with these braces? Okay. All right.
See, you all done up. You have your face
Listen, it's a
beat. I'm
commitment, but
sitting
I'm here
here just
for it.
looking
Okay.
like, oh, see, look.
It's called filter for a reason, right? Okay. Yeah. This joint is so good. This cake is serious. It will make you call your mother.
It's like, Grandma. It's like,
Mom.
It's like bro money
Yo.
to me.
Okay, it's award winning for a reason. So I don't think we talked about it because you weren't able to go on before, but the craziest thing about her winning this Virginia State Fair is that, because we talked about this during the podcast, but it was like, you literally had no opportunity to like tell your story. Oh, this is how I came up with this. This is how I came up with the name, blah, blah, blah. It was literally, this is the cake, and you drop it off. And then the people have to come and say, I like it, I don't like it, whatever, and then give you whatever. So how did that feel like when you were
it's very nerve-wracking. Like, as far as
like,
you literally just drop it off. There's different tables, like long, like cafeteria long tables, like 3 cafeteria pretty much tables put together, just full of desserts. So they just take your dessert, you tape the little paper on it, and they like, okay, bye, and that's it. So yeah, you don't know anything until you receive your award. Or what I did find out is that if you go to the state fair the next day that they're open, because you always submit all of your desserts the day before the state fair starts, the day after that Friday is when you go into the exhibit hall. They actually have the cakes and desserts and stuff on display who won. So I just found that out because somebody knew that I won, that knows me, but I had no clue that I won. They actually saw my cakes and pies like on display, and it was like, oh my gosh, she won it. So they knew before I knew. A whole month and a half went by, and I had like no clue. Even this go round, I had no clue.
But it's good to have that surprise, y'all. Oh my gosh, yo, listen, y'all need to order this cake for real. I'll wait till nothing special like Mother's Day and all that, because I'm pretty sure your time is like non-existent during that time. But this cake is really good. It is very moist. I see why it won 2 years.
Thank you.
Absolutely. And I'm telling this for a reason, because literally for me to live, I live in Maryland. You're in Virginia. This was shipped to me. Literally, I just unboxed it. I didn't even know what it was in the mail. My husband was like, what did you order now? I'm like, mind your business.
Not mine.
Box. Opened up the box, took all the stuff out. All this. Oh, you had something in here for me?
So all my writing is like, so my penmanship is
terrible. You order you a cake. I'm just saying.
Yes, no, every cake that is purchased, I have a personalized thank you note. My penmanship is not that great because I rush all the time just writing through it, but definitely every last cake that is shipped out, every box, it always has a personalized thank you note from me.
And I'm not reading my note to everybody, but just know she was grateful for the support and thank you for making this. Dear mama is everything.
Thank you.
Like my mother-in-law, y'all know y'all folks are. Put you a little to the side, put in the freezer, because you know Mother's Day comes out looking crazy about y'all can't get a cake. I'm a nice to take mine out.
No, and they're big. Like sometimes people worry about the size of the cake and whatnot, and it can feed like generously. Like you can get 20 to 20. I say 22 nice, decent slices out of that cake.
Okay, I'm gonna show. I gotta show the ribbon again. I'm sorry, I'm messing this up. She sent this all nice. Okay, so yeah, this is the Dear Mama pound cake. Again, Virginia State Fair winner 2 years in a row. And I'm only thing I'm gonna say that's probably not gonna line up with what you said is that you might get 20 slices out of this. The way my knife eating it, which is me. It might not cut like that because. But besides that, oh my gosh, this is really an amazing cake. And I just wanted to give you, kudos because it came just like you said it was going to come. It tastes just like you said it was going to taste. And again, like I see exactly why you won the contest a couple years in a row. And I just wanted to hop on and like do my little unboxing because it was really nice. And especially, like I said, to get it without being right there with you. I didn't pick it up. This is exactly how it came. And so that's some good stuff. And I really think
the handwritten note that goes with it was a very nice. But they be saying we don't know how to do customer service, but we, if you're the black folks, we know what we doing out here in the streets.
My cake ship out pretty quick unless like I'm backed up, and then I'll let everybody know. But for the most part, you're gonna get your cake pretty fast.
No, it was packaged perfectly. Like you do this.
Thank
you. This was.
Thank you.
Thank you for popping on me.
No problem. You see, like I said, I'm chilling. Sorry, y'all, for my appearance. I was not expecting to be on nobody's live tonight.
I'm sorry.
So just take me as Mary J. take me as I am. I have nothing at all. This is my true, authentic self. So, yes.
I appreciate you. Thanks for everybody who popped on.
Yes, thank y'all. I can't see who popped on because I'm not wearing my glasses. So,
and I know.
But hi, everybody.
Struggle. Yep. But no, I think I did tag your name, but it may have been early. Let me just put it down here. You guys can follow Kim at Kimmy Kakes, RVA.
Kakes with a K.
Yeah. And it's so funny. I don't know if everybody knows, but for those who started following like after the Pinky Cole book tour thing, saw the video, this is who tagged me originally about the whole contest and like the whole thing. So literally we're probably connected, and I got started with that whole thing because of her. So if I have not given you flowers, I'm giving them to you now. I just want to tell you thank you.
Thank you.
And trusting, and just no stingy energy, like just saying, yo, I think this works for you, you should try it.
Look, no, you did give me my flowers and I appreciate that, but my thing is we all got to eat. My thing is, if I can't do something and I know somebody can, I'm definitely going to say, hey, this is for you. This is your lane. That's not my lane. I'm not going to go in a lane that I know I cannot drive. I'm not going to play myself. I'm not going to do it. But I'm going to pass the ball off to a teammate who I know who can do it, somebody I know. So it's just like, there you go. This is you. Have at it. Hope all goes well. I'm not stingy. Again, like my thing is, I'm not going to block my blessing. Because if you be stingy, you're not going to get rewarded. That's my thing. I just try to be gracious, humble. And my thing is, you never, like I always say, no matter what type of energy somebody give me, if it's negative, I'm not gonna be negative. I'm just gonna be positive, because there's no point. You're not gonna mess up my energy. I'm just gonna pour into you, pour into other people. If I can help, I'm gonna help. That's just me. So it was meant for you. And I was like, I know the tagged you immediately, and that was that. Not even a second thought. Like, I know I'm tagging Anissa off the bat. So.
And you're right. They say the hand that gives is the hand that gathers. Those who are freely given to other people, they're able to gather and get the things that God has for them too. So, no, thank you so much. I'm so excited, girl. I gotta figure out how to eat though.
Girl, you better cut it up, put it in some saran wrap, and then put it in like a bag, a freezer bag, and you can freeze it. It'll last, and it'll still be good.
Talking trash. I can't really freeze some?
Yeah, you can freeze it. No, you can freeze. It'll still taste exactly like it came out the oven. Make sure you wrap it really tight in saran wrap, put it in a freezer bag, put it in the freezer, and take it out, let it get to room temperature, and it's going to taste exactly like it. You would have never realized that the cake was frozen.
Oh my Lord. Okay, you done told me something. It's about to be on up in here. The only thing I put in the freezer as far as desserts is Girl Scout cookies.
Yep, no, you can put Kimmy cakes in the freezer too. I know some people that do it, so.
Oh wow. Yeah, need to serve this cake.
Yes. That way people are like, I can't eat a whole cake by myself. I don't want to. You could just eat some and then wrap it up, freeze it, even put it in the refrigerator.
Yeah, that's a good point for like single who have small households. Like, my family is a little different. They set up.
No, that's definitely always an issue. They're like, oh, but it's just me by myself. I can't eat a whole cake. No, just freeze it. Or you could put it in the refrigerator, wrap it really nice and tight in saran wrap, put it in the baggie, and you can put it in the freezer or the refrigerator. And then when you're ready to eat it, take it out, let it sit to room temperature, and enjoy.
Yeah, girl, this thing slid through here like butter, hot butter. Yeah. Well, that's all I got for y'all. All I got to say is go get you this Dear Mama cake off Kimmy Kakes RVA. Love y'all. Have a great rest of the day on Purpose with Purpose. Kim, thank you for joining me all at 8-something at night. I just was like, if I
know. It's all good. It's all good. Well, thank you for having me. Thank you so much.
Times with these braces, I'm telling you, y'all, I'm so particular about everything. And so just having this is like, oof, it's weird, but this is worth it.
Looking good, though. Still looking good.
Hey, girl.
Still looking good with the braces. Still looking good.
I love it. Thank you. I'll see you with the shoulder.
In the house, giving the fashion in the house with the moo on, with the moo.
Lord, I love it. Thank you for making my weekend. This is amazing.
Thank you for the support. Appreciate it.
All right, see y'all later.
Bye.